once we're home, I think I'll give the Union another go. Wanted to talk about something? Yeah, thanks for checking up on me. I know you're dealing with a lot. Yeah, so, why don't you cut... You cut to the chase already. Sure, yeah, it's not that easy to say. I'm not used to doing so much thinking as I've been doing lately. You really needed to sort some things out for yourself. You helped me a heap with that. All I wanted to do was punish myself with all that extra work. I've wasted so much time, not doing a single damn thing for myself. And now, who knows what's gonna happen to me? What if this is it? This is all the time I had. I see. You're afraid you're gonna die. Yeah. No use pretending. I'm scared as shit. But I can take it. I don't need you to cry over me. So, what's your request? Well, remember our art teacher at school and how he taught us to carve in wood? I guess I might. Not really? Well, I do. We were really good at doing it. The best in class. But what matters more, we loved doing it. I loved doing it, just for myself. After I lost my hand, I started remembering it, obsessing over it even. Of all the things I wouldn't be able to do, that one stuck in my head like a fucking nail. It's normal. You were grieving. I was miserable as sin. And then when you gave me that new arm up here, you'd think going back to something that made me happy would be obvious, right? Wrong. I wasn't interested in enjoying myself. Well, now I want to change that. You want to do something just for yourself. I get that. In a way, yeah. But there's something else. It's way more important. Oh. A secret project? I really don't want to talk about it right now, okay? And where the hell are you gonna get wood? Well, you seen those tree-like structures in this region? They ain't made of wood, but they sure behave very much like it. I already did a test or two. They're harder, tougher, but so am I, right? You want to carve that? If you happen to run into some loose pieces of that rock, yeah, I could give it a try. Of course, I'm gonna need a set of chisels, too. Okay, I'll keep your request in mind and see what I can do. Thanks, man. But you're gonna have to tell me what that secret project's about. Yeah, We'll see.
This could be the weird rock mentioned by the miner. I should take it back to him.
So, definitely something unusual here. Like a giant horizontal branch reaching somewhere. Good. Let me analyze the data properly. All done here. Should I help with this now?
now. Trunk-like structure growing upward. Upward, you say? Yes. I think I know how we could use that information. I think I'm starting to see something here. I know what you mean. They seem connected. Come back to the base and we'll talk more. Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
So, what do you make of the data we collected?
Interesting. Very interesting. The three fragments of the integral apparently form a single structure.
Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort.
A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. It could be our way up.
A way up? How do you mean? For what?
Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically.
And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure? A way to materialize the integral? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one. Of course I don't. It's not that simple, Jan. But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there. But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible? What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible? Really? Tell me more. You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize. Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand. Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium. Oh. That's... bold. Bold. Dangerous. And necessary. So you really think you can do it? I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival. A scientific breakthrough. And we can play a leading role in it. What do you want me to do? The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
All done. Should I take care of this now? Look at us. We're I got your carving materials and chisel set. So, what's the story? What are you gonna be making exactly? Okay, man, this is gonna sound really corny, but, oh, what the hell? I wanna remake myself. Whoa, with a chisel? Of course not. What's wrong with you? Never heard of a fucking metaphor? The story of that Ahab dude made me realize I was going nowhere. But I kept asking myself, where should I be going? Trust me, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Thanks, but no. The quantum computer created me to do a job. Now the job's coming to an end, and I have to find something new for myself. I just need to dig deeper into whatever's making me so uptight. Maybe when I'm back on Earth and somehow nobody decides my dead body's worth more than my life, I'll find someone I can talk to. But for now, I just wanted to feel that excitement again. That feeling when I held a piece of wood in my hand and a chisel in the other, and I knew it was up to me what it would look like. And damn well, only up to me. Wow. Sounds like you're a new man already. Trust me, I'm only getting started. Say, here's a suggestion. Let's get us out of this mess first. Then you can pour all the saccharin you want over me. Fair point. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get this done. Is it very painful? That's the whole point of it, Jan. It worked. How do you like it? Oh, it's awesome. I need to show it off to the others. Thanks, man. It means the world to me. Want me to do this? I'm worried. Does the technician know what he's doing? me to take care of that? What the hell is this thing?
A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator. Normally, electromagnetic waves operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet.
Really? It's that simple?
I prefer the word elegant, provided it works as expected. It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen you this insecure. And we've been through a lot.
This really is no time for malicious remarks, Jan. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. The effects are hard to predict, but it can be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes.
Sounds encouraging.
Once we turn this thing on and the internal structure materializes, you will need to act quickly. Climb it as fast as you can, penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long.
So, I only get one shot.
Exactly. That's why it's vital that we have all hands on deck.
I think we have everyone we need.
It will have to be flawlessly prepared. Battery packs, robust radiation protection, abundant repair kits on stock. There will be no time to resupply, no way for you to come back to the base mid-mission. And no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling apart.
And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk.
Well, you're getting cold facts instead. Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. You don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure.
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need, and the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there?
Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong.
Right.
When you're ready to start, go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
this now? I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? All done here. Should I help with this now?
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
Looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure.
I'm in the womb. This place is falling apart.
Hang on, I'm on my way. The elevator's coming.
Dormitory's critical. On my way to fix it. Gotta keep going.
We have a surge of electrostatic discharges. Instruments are unstable. But your battery might actually profit from that anomaly.
Is it just me, or has the pressure dropped? It's getting hard to
anomaly. Comms room is down. Don't worry, I've got it. Good thing you're on board, brother. Fuck! The workshop's dead. Get it up and running. We need more repair kits ASAP. That slowed me down. I need to press on. Team, got a dire situation here. Expect critical infrastructure to go apeshit. But I'm on it. None, we're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get up there and destroy that son of a bitch. Almost there. What? Come on. Not more anomalies. Oh, the refinery's gone haywire. I repeat, refinery critical. Wait up. I'm coming to help. Damn it. Officially out of order. What? Who was just gonna... I think I need help. Jan, the materializer, it's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick. Yes, I made it. Here goes. Get the hell out of there! It's going to disintegrate! You need to get down now! No other way down. Holy shit! Talk about a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
That was just... Why were we even arguing? It's so stupid. We played it like a well-conducted orchestra.
done. Should I take care of this now?
Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
I'm proud to be here with you, right now, in this moment. I'll never forget this feeling. Cheers to us, huh? I mean, it's almost as if we've pushed this world to its limits, but also ourselves. Amazing what human resilience can do. Yeah, I still can't believe any of it. But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Allied Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. What? Hide us? Why? You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now? Let me get this straight. You want to smuggle us on board that ship? I don't know about you guys, but to me, that has trouble written all over it.
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the corporal lady to keep her word and let you stay alive. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rupidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Sounds risky and surreal. But I don't think Jan would be bringing that up if the threat weren't real.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed. Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Armed? Why didn't we know about this? Still having doubts if we should trust them. That would be suicide. I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right? We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here. They work for the corporation, which means they'll have their greedy eyes on one thing only. Rupidium. Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage.
Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow.
And? What next?
What do you think? Get the fuck out of here. What? And just leave them?
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they'd die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody.
So what do you suggest?
If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it.
Such as?
We could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
No. There has to be another way than killing. Oh, give me a break. They're mercenaries working for one of the most evil organizations on Earth. Why should we feel sorry for them? It should be something Jan could carry out on his own if we're really supposed to be hidden from them.
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them.
Like a sleeping gas?
Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands. We don't have the time. We're almost there. Do we really want to ruin everything now by being so fucking self-righteous? The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready. Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something. Just explain one thing to me. Why are we so scared for our lives all of a sudden? After everything we've been through, do we really want to end this as cowards? Look, I'm not a killer. None of us is. But we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be screwed.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission. We are not killing those people. Not for the sake of success or anything else.
Thank you for saying that loud and clear.
Okay, you can decide all of that later. For now, we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow. Lucas could help with that. I already talked to him, and he said he'd think it over.
Well, let's hope you hear from him soon, and we'll have him on board. Because if we don't, we'll have to create our own autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
Let's just fucking get on with it then. We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board.
I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation.
I'd like to listen to your ideas first. Here's one. You could throw a party for our guests, get them drunk while we'd hide somewhere in the hold. We could pretend to be specimens from this planet. We just need to find some damn big boxes. I just got a funny thought. Don't laugh, but if we learned how to materialize things, can't we dematerialize ourselves? I mean, temporarily, of course.
Fine, here's my take. It's not the actual smuggling that's the problem, it's surviving the voyage in cryosleep. And that's going to take a separate, properly designed module.
I was just gonna say that. How about a Rapidium arc? The cargo they'll never leave behind.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
How do you want us to fit inside a Rapidium arc?
A Rapidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit? How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with Rapidium? That's it. We need to create a fake Rapidium arc. Something like a Trojan horse?
A Trojan horse Rapidium arc.
I'm starting to like the dynamic in this room. Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Whatever happens, we've got your back, man.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking. We're in this together. This is it. The last stretch. Oh, I can't wait to give that rescue team a warm welcome.
Yes, no time to waste.
outside. Should I go there next? That we're running low on repair kits. I think we need a few more repair kits. Want me to go there, Chief? My workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs? My workplace is damaged. Want me to go there now? Hey, man. Want me to lend a hand with this?
found the truth. Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. That thing you said about Maxwell's patience, I have to confess something. It's not easy, but truth is, I knew what was going on. I just kept lying to myself. Yes, Maxwell did order me to delete files, and I did it without questioning, feeling good about myself and the grand vision for humanity I was part of. But then one day, this woman calls. I think she got through to me by accident. She was asking about her son. She sounded distressed and wanted access to his medical information, but I just hung up before I could hear what really happened to him. Well, now I know. The day before she called, I saw a patient being carried out in a plastic bag, but I looked away. And again, no questions. It was easier not to know. But those rumors about why Project Ela was shut down, well, I think they're true. I know they're true. I always did, but I just said it out loud for the first time. Oh. I feel so bad about it now.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you. To get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
Sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
What's on your mind? Well, I wanted to tell you something. Admit to something. Spill it. I just wanted to say, hard as it is, that, I was wrong about you. You're not the selfish dickhead I took you for. Well, thank you. Actually, you impressed me with that quantum computer mumbo-jumbo you did. Oh, you heard? Yeah. It was a hell of a brave thing to do, to expose your insanity like that, instead of putting another altar on the line. I guess I just needed to do it. Put myself through something extreme, like shock therapy. And you weren't there to stop me. Yeah, about that. Some of the stuff I did, I regret. And some words I said. Apology accepted. Because that's what you meant, right? That you're sorry? If it means so much to you, okay. I'm sorry. I forgive you. That makes us even, right? No. Not quite. Seriously? Yeah, there's something I owe you. Oh? What is it? Well, I thought, since you were so curious about Mom, what we talked about in her last days, after our conversation, I can't stop thinking about one thing. Her last words. Do you wanna know what she said? It's a very generous gift. but I can't accept it. I wasn't there with her when she was dying. You were. Those words were meant for you. And you alone. Wait a minute. What the hell happened to baby Jan, who always wants to have everything? Did you finally alter yourself into some mature version of you? In a way, you could say that. I just realized that things are as they should be. That's all. Well, in that case, nothing more to say. Let's get back to our jobs, because we need to push hard now. But we're gonna make it. I believe in us, brother. Of course, we're gonna make it. We have each other's backs, and that's all that matters. Brother. You know what? If they ever make a movie about us, I'm not gonna watch it. Why's that? I hate sentimental flicks. Yeah. Me too. Once we're home, I think I'll give the Union another go. Or maybe I should consider...
Should I me to take care of that? All done. Should I take care of this now?
Come and find me when you have a moment. Hey, what's on your mind? I have to say, I keep thinking about what we achieved, materializing the intro and keeping it stable.
Yeah? What a stunt, huh?
It was much more than that. And it wouldn't be possible without what you did back there, with the quantum computer. You weren't afraid to change, and that let you become more confident with who you are. I'd like you to know that ever since we got out of the sandstorm, something's been preoccupying me. Maybe earlier I'd have ignored it since it's not directly related to our mission, but I started wondering, what if a change of approach could reveal new paths of reasoning before me? Just like it happened for you. I think I might want to open up to that.
Well. Glad I could finally teach you something. What's so interesting?
This planet, its close relationship to the Interral. It's one thing that everything here is connected to the presence of Rapidium, but I have a nagging sensation that there could be more to it.
Like what?
It's too early to speculate, but I have some theories, and I believe I could prove them. I observed some curious telemetry readings from a nearby area. I must say, they're intriguing. Like I said, it's pure speculation at this point, but, well, you may laugh if you want, but I feel that I should explore that place. Call it intuition.
Wow, that sounds baffling. You sure got me hooked.
Yes, I must admit a hunch is not something I would usually consider a strong argument. And I don't understand it myself, but this time, well, maybe there is something rational there, but I'm just not seeing it yet. What I'm trying to say is something mysterious is urging me to explore that place, and I do not want to resist it. I already plotted a route I could take, but I'm going to need something from you.
What's that?
Remember those superconductive polymers? Well, I'm going to need some more of them.
Sounds intriguing. You got my attention.
I'm not ready to discuss the details just yet, but I promise to share everything I found after I come back. The whole excursion shouldn't take me longer than a day.
Still, what if you got lost? The radiation will kill you if you don't come back on time.
I won't get lost. Don't worry. So, about those polymers?
Let me see what I can do.
Of course. Just, please don't postpone it forever. I know this planet hasn't revealed all its secrets yet, and leaving without ever finding out what they are would haunt me forever. Or however long I get.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? Can I help with that?
Huh, this gas is, surprisingly...
Okay, I've got those polymers you wanted for your little secret project.
You don't have to be so condescending. You either believe in it or not. Make up your mind.
Go and check it out then.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd understand. I'll set out first thing in the morning.
What's on your mind? There's bad news. The scientist hasn't come back for the night. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah. Nothing good. Damn it, Jan. He's gone. We have to find the strength to carry on without him.
There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
Are you comfortable with the idea of killing the rescue team just like that?
I know that I'm not comfortable with the idea of dying. Wouldn't you agree that
Would you like me
we're
to
too
address that?
precious to the world? Hey, you're back. I thought I'd lost you. Relax. I'm not that easy to get rid of. But how is that possible? You were outside for the whole night in lethal radiation. How the hell did you survive? I found the planet's secret. I found it, Jan. And my word, was it worth it. Every day, every hour of this journey, each problem we struggled with to get here, I found our reward. Well, what is it? What did you find? Words can't describe it. You should see it for yourself. I've marked the coordinates on your map. Just go and check it out. I'll call you once you get there.
Getting a little cramped in our storage, Jan. Should I take care of this now? I am. Not a bad sight, is it? It's incredible. Is that water? Yes, I analyzed it. I spent the whole night down in that valley. My radiation sensor didn't spike once. It's like a whole different ecosystem in that area. The atmosphere is different, and there's life in the water and around it. Not just plants, but microorganisms. And it's real. Not a proximity plane, not a potential landscape, but true material reality here and now. But the sun, doesn't it burn everything on the surface? That, my friend, is the most interesting part. Come back to the base and we'll talk.
Discovery. An oasis? In the middle of this place? How the hell does it even exist? It's as much a mystery to me as it is to you. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Rapidium can do? I knew this planet held secrets, but I didn't expect it to host such marvels. It seems the vegetation in that valley gets annihilated every time the sun rises, but reappears shortly afterward to rapidly regrow again and breed life. Some people would say it's a miracle, but I've never believed in miracles. Well, maybe you should start, because that place, it sure looks like a miracle. Oh, I know I said I want to open up to changes, but let's not get overexcited. When something looks inexplicable, it probably means you haven't been looking hard enough for an explanation. I've gathered some clues. The modified composition of the atmosphere in that area, the lack of nighttime radiation, and I have a theory. I've called it the theory of continuity. Wow, you already thought of a catchy name. The main assumption is that with every alternation, the oasis is reborn in a more progressed state than it was in the previous cycle. And that by somehow remembering the state in which it died, it starts over from that point, only to move forward. Constant evolution. A relay of life defying the obliterating forces of this star system. It might be expanding, who knows? Maybe one day it will cover the whole surface of this planet. And then what? I don't know. Progress even further? Don't forget its presence is clearly affecting the atmosphere. Maybe it's looking for a way to live forever? Or simply to bear some extraordinary fruit, fertilized by an underground vein of Rapidium. Imagine, Jan, what if its existence is somehow related to the veins we've seen in the interval? If only I could find out. See it with my very own eyes. Stay here to witness the upcoming cycle, and the next one, and then the next.
Yeah, when you unfold that vision before me, I think I'd want to stay and see it too.
Well, you can't. You have a mission to complete. They're waiting for you back home. Earth is waiting for Rapidium. But it's different for me. Nobody will miss me. And I'm starting to think this planet is where I was truly born. Everything else was always only in my head. What if I'm not supposed to go back to Earth? What if this is my home, my destiny?
You always were fascinated by this place.
Yes. But don't worry, I wouldn't forget about you and your mission. I could get everything ready for you, then you could let me go. I just need a little time to prepare for the sunrise. I could hide in that shelter the rebels started working on.
So, say you really managed to survive and study this phenomenon. You lived through several cycles of the sun, analyze data, draw conclusions, maybe even come up with a groundbreaking discovery. How are you going to share it with the world? What about what you've always wanted so much? Recognition. What if I was wrong? Driven by the wrong motivation. My ego instead of the truth. Even if it meant staying alone with that truth. Who knows? Maybe that's the only truth there is. The one we have to face alone. Your passion for this discovery is, surprising. You do know that staying here would mean certain death. And the risk of going mad.
Yes, when you look at it from a perspective, it would be madness. And for the first time in my life, I'm not sure if I can trust my judgment. This is such a new feeling. That's why I'd like you to do something for me. I want you to decide. You created me this way, and the quantum computer chose you to be in charge of this mission. I will accept my fate humbly, whatever you choose it to be. Just remember, if you let me go, I promise to help you get ready first.
Thank you. You've been priceless from the very start of this mission. But I don't have the right to stand between you and your dream. When we're all set for evacuation, you can go.
Thank you. Well, let's not waste any more time then.
So, we have all the tech we need to get out of here safely. Your work is done. You can go and get ready to stay behind.
We did it. You have all you need, Earth will have Rapidium, and I will go and meet my fate in the Oasis.
Fate. You've come a long way from being the guy who said only success is worth anything.
Didn't we both come a long way? I underestimated you.
I don't blame you. I underestimated myself, too.
I might have added a brick to that wall, playing the smartass, while in fact I was trying to prove something to you. In the end, we're more alike than we seem. We just put on different masks to protect ourselves. Well, I'm taking off my mask now. I can admit that I'm a little scared. But most of all, curious. That's what science should always be about, right? Right. Goodbye, my friend. My Walter.
Goodbye, man. Hope you find whatever you're looking for.
Part of it, I already have.
So, this is it. Have a safe trip and see you on the other side. Thanks for helping me deal with my regrets and everything. What would I ever do without you, man? We're gonna have to stay away from each other back on Earth, huh? Probably. Unless I introduce you as my long-lost twin. Yeah, right. It's been a ride, huh? Tell me about it. I'll see you around, brother. So, it's not goodbye, right? Of course this ain't a goodbye. You know how I know it? Because a true leader never lets his team down. Yeah. So, keep up the good work, comrade. You too, buddy. Take care. Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Of course. So, you think we're gonna make it? I mean, get out of this on our own terms? I'm pretty damn sure we will. Well. Is that unwavering positivity on? Huh. Be careful. It can become a habit. Don't worry. I won't forget about the cynic in me. I hope not. If anything happens, remember to take good care of yourself. You owe it to all of us. And stay positive. Take care in there. I'm glad you joined us for the ride. What can I say? It was an honor. Meeting you made me realize how fragile and unpredictable a man's fate can be. Thanks for inspiring me to be more brave in the future. It's good to know that I have it in me. You sure do. All right. Let's head for the unknown. Again. So, wish me luck. Good luck, man. Even if we don't make it, the time I spent in this base is worth more than the whole life I remember. You gave me back my self-confidence. Well, you should know I learned a lot from you too. Yeah, I know. What a jerk you could have become. How much I can really endure, right? We both know that we don't have to be strong. We can be good with what we have and with what we feel. Good words for a new beginning. Yeah. Let's hope we get to see one.
Jan, Agatha here. Our people are about to land. Did you prepare everything as we discussed?
Everything's ready. Relax.
I know you've been talking to Lena.
You do? Yeah. I know you do.
I thought we had a deal. No more secrets. Do you really think you can pull one over on me?
Looks like you're trying to pull one over on me. Why are you sending an armed squadron to fetch a solitary castaway?
Oh. So you expect me to explain myself to you now? After everything that's happened, I must say that's cheeky. But I will indulge you. The team is armed because this is a Rapidium retrieving mission, Jan. And the corporation will protect its assets with whatever means available. Now, I don't know what you and your ex have been discussing so fervently on an unauthorized channel, but I would like you to listen to me very carefully. Whatever you might be thinking of doing, You must understand that your time of breezy irresponsibility is coming to an end. You are heading back to society, where certain rules and laws apply. In this world, every decision you make has consequences. And not just for you. Take Lena, for example. A career, so promising. It would indeed be a shame were it to be cut short by criminal charges.
Are you threatening me? Because I don't like it.
I'm just laying down the situation for you, as it is. If the mission is compromised, I'm afraid the Disciplinary Commission will have no choice but to investigate her involvement thoroughly. I can't imagine you'd possibly value a bunch of quantum-projected reflections of yourself more than your real, loving wife. Because that would be very narcissistic. The corporation owes them nothing. You owe them nothing. They do not exist for real, and you know that. Because you're a grown man, Jan Dolsky, not a child who believes in fantasies. Smuggle them on board the ship as you were told, and do not attempt a single thing we haven't agreed on. Once you take off, your nightmare will be over, and there will be no more than ghosts to you. You'll forget your worries. Everything is different in the light of day. And of course, I can't wait to have a blast with you at our press conference.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life, being a home for me, for us.
This is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting rupidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
I'll tell you more when we land. We'll have a lot of time to talk, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CB unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that rupidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dolsky, did you have a cat that climbed into a rupidium arc or anything?
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Please, officer, the sunrise is coming. And I want to get off this planet alive. Whatever's contaminating that rupidium surely won't harm us. But Every minute we linger here just makes my blood run cold.
Sure. You want to quit this joint ASAP? Maybe you're right. There's no time for scrutiny.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
Nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy.
Okay, keep focus on more important assets than Bolski's own. We ain't got all day.
Yes, sir. Head into the research lab and we should be done.
You set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
Just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Good news on the food front, as another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This time not by a big corporation, but a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six has taken Rapidium from research to production. And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rapidium entering the market is great news. Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box. And their priority is not to boost their stock prices, but to make their mark in the industry. I'm sure more will follow to create a competitive environment, and in the long run, Rapidium-grown food will become much cheaper and more available to everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
You mean Ally Corp's version?
That's exactly what I mean. No mention of any illegal experiments up there, and you can count on leniency.
Illegal experiments.
Listen, I don't know the details of what went on, and I don't have to know. But we should be glad Ally Corp is willing to turn a blind eye on what you did. Steering their ship into a goddamn desert.
Of course they are. They'll do anything to make sure I don't talk.
Yeah, for some reason, the Rapidium spin's all they care about. For now. They could stop being so generous if you don't play along. So just go with their story that you lost it up there.
That's your recommendation, as my lawyer.
It makes sense, doesn't it? A man stranded on a hostile planet after losing his whole crew, all alone for so long.
Temporary insanity, huh?
It's a valid strategy.
Except it's not true.
As much as I respect your idealism, I have to remind you that this case is not about establishing the truth. It's about giving Ally Corp what they want and getting you a lenient sentence.
Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified first, Lucas Pena. He took full responsibility for hijacking the ship, said you had nothing to do with it.
Does that mean he's in trouble?
What do you think? He wasn't working for Ally Corp anymore when he did it. He just hacked into their systems like a regular crook.
That's my man. Well done, Lucas.
Don't ask me why, but he seemed liberated by it all. Said he was glad he could play a role in something finally. I think that's how he phrased it. Anyway, that's taking a lot off your shoulders. So, all things considered, I'm not expecting the court to be that hard on you. Provided, of course, that you don't upset the corporation.
And go along with their narrative. So we're still hoping I can avoid prison altogether?
I'd say home confinement is within our reach. A year, perhaps? 18 months tops?
Okay. Right. What about the other hearing?
Lena, she stuck to everything we discussed. No surprises there.
Okay.
Well, maybe except for one moment at the end when she pointed out that this was not just any mission for you. And how she witnessed you facing those struggles all by yourself and emerging a changed, better man out of it all.
Really? Those her words?
Yeah. Not exactly a game changer considering the scandal surrounding her exit from Ally Corp, but it's something.
How is she handling it? Being fired like that?
Well, it wasn't nice, but at least they didn't press charges for sabotaging their database or whatever it was that she did.
Right. They simply didn't want anyone to find out how and why she helped me.
What matters to us is that she testified in your favor.
It means a lot to me that she's still rooting for me, despite everything.
You'll be allowed to talk to her after the trial. I know she wants to meet. For now, why don't we focus on your testimony? Let's go through it one more time.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry.
I'm ready to face it. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around. Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend